You point the car in a direction, pull the trigger all the way, and off it goes straight as an arrow. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we officially review the Losi 1970 16 scale Chevelle drag car. This little thing is absolutely awesome. First things first, 16 scale, not entirely accurate. So here is a size comparison of the chassis from 18th scale up to 10th scale. Obviously, it's clearly bigger than these, not as wide, but definitely longer. And I do understand that this is based on the Mini 22 chassis. It's just extended to great effect because it definitely makes the car appear very comfortable beside a 10th scale. And then if you flip these cars over, the Losi looks right at home next to the Rustler. Body-wise, this is actually slightly larger. So there you go, guys, a little size comparison. Some people hesitate to buy this Losi because they think of 16 scale, they think of something more like the size of these. But no, clearly it's larger than those. Comfortably a 12th scale. If you squint in the right lighting and you've had a few drinks, you could call this a small 10th scale. This car is a true ready to run, meaning that it comes with not only a battery for the car, but also batteries for the radio. It's a 2S. 50C 800 milliamp hour LiPo. Look at this little tiny motor. Look at that little thing. 6,000 kV of fury. In the last video, we got almost 35 miles an hour out of this car. I think today, with this battery fully charged, I think we can increase that to, maybe 37. This car is as smooth as a stick of butter encased in an ice cube sliding over a freshly polished marble floor. Full pin, there it goes, straight as an arrow, no steering input. No steering input. Oh yeah, that's impressive, all right. 38.2 miles per hour on 2S. Are you kidding me? I was kind of dragging my feet on buying this car too because I thought, for another 80 bucks, I could just get the Losi 22S. Let me just try this little Losi out. Everybody seems to love it. It's a new car, and I'll tell you what, all them other reviews were not kidding. This thing is fantastic. Look at that, no steering input whatsoever. And being that it's a Losi, you get that Losi pedigree with it, and you can definitely see it and you can certainly feel it. I'm not doing it any justice by talking about it. You just have to drive this car to see what I mean about how smooth it is. And every other channel that's reviewed this car are probably all saying the same thing. Boy, this thing is smooth. Wow, this thing sure does track straight. Man, this thing sure is quick. And it comes with the battery for the car and for the radio. It's a true ready to run. I should have raced them. Let's test the range. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is about as far as I've ever driven an RC down that way. And yep, still got full control of it. Easily over a football field. A little burnout. Let's see if they'll balloon on 2S. They sure will. Now let's do an actual warm-up. Warm the tires up like you're supposed to, and then give it a full pull. Just gone. Just gone. Look how straight that thing is. What a car. I don't know how many ways there are to say something's really good, but this thing is really very good. And again, that 16th scale size, when you pull it out of the box, that is comfortably a 12th scale car. It's just crazy. Crazy, crazy little awesome car. And you guys saw in the last video, this car kicked the pants off of an Armacentin. The Armacentin can run that speed on 2S, but this thing gets to that speed instantaneously. The Sentin takes a second to ramp up on 2S. Even on 3S, I think this thing would initially jump away from the Sentin. The Sentin would run it down no problem because it does 55 miles an hour with the big rock body on it. But I think for the first 30 feet, this car would actually pull ahead of the Sentin even on 3S. Stevie Wonder could launch this thing. You don't even have to see it. You point it in a direction, pull the trigger, pin it, and off it goes. I should have probably aimed it not towards this pile of rocks over here. I broke the rear wing. Oh, but anyways, let's try that again. You point the car in a direction, pull the trigger all the way, and off it goes straight as an arrow. There we go. Just try not to aim it at piles of rocks, because if you do, it will go into the pile of rocks. Here's another really cool thing about this car. Watch the suspension work when you turn. You can actually see the suspension rolling about. which lends a lot to its ability to take off the way it does. I could do this all day. You can see that suspension really working. What an awesome car. If you guys are even thinking about checking out one of these 16 scale Losi 1970 Chevelles, if you're even thinking about it, just don't think about it, just get it. It's worth it. It's worth every red cent. If you like staying on the road, you like very scale looking RCs, you like RCs that go fast, and you like RCs that will not break the bank, this thing is where it's at. Losi really knocked it out of the park on this car. I'm going to give it a miles per mile rating right here and now. Miles per mile rating, 90. I've only driven it twice. But let me just say, as always, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Remember, it's not about miles per hour, it's about miles per mile. So have fun, and we'll see you in the next one.